one-sided and continued from there.
100%. And I think that RNG got everything they wanted into the picks that Mad Lions were giving us. So the Jax into the Aatrox matchup is something that Breathe always really looked for. Graves into the Trundle is another one that really you get the range advantage. And as the game goes on, like if you are supported by the Galio here, that will follow the Taliyah. Like every aspect of RNG's strat, I think actually does quite well. And I'm not even mentioning the Aphelios into the Kai'Sa that actually was up, what, 30 or something CS?
Yeah.
It was a pretty massive deficit there for Unforgiven. So it felt like just from the draft perspective, it was really difficult for Mad Lions.
Also a really good game for Wei. He didn't have the best first game, but again, it's a best of one. Conclusion.
And the Vi did not work at all, really, yesterday. Hopping over the wall, or at least will be one of them.
Yeah,
there we go, that's
he
on the
did.
illustration. I mean, Chronicler, we saw this play. I held my breath for a moment, like, but I'm like, no. The follow-up just wrecked my lines.
So what I love about Zhao is that he doesn't really care about his life. By jump, no, it's a really good thing because by going in there and even if he ends up dying, it's whatever. If he doesn't, then that's great. He buys so much time for Breathe, and a problem that we've seen with Jaxes is that even if they get fed, if you jump into multiple people and get CC'd, you died. Effectively, by doing that, Zhao turns this into a 1v1v1v1. Exactly. It's like you have two guys who are ready to go.
Now, Rez, can you explain to me what sort of hopium, optimism, chances were you giving Mad Lions when you see we're going to get a bunch of back-to-back replays now where Mad Lions will pick up a few kills, Scrappy, delay the Baron at least. I think Niski did a lot of work. It wasn't enough to bring them back into the game, but like Mad Lions, they had small windows.
And a lot of that was off of Armut. I think Armut, there was a specific fight in which he was able to get 2 kills off that, including the kill on a Jax, and was finding good angles. If they were able to play this game a little bit more, especially on their terms, I think this was the fight, actually. Yeah, it was. And so, like, then that would have given them the chance. The problem is, you look towards the Baron area, vision galore for RNG. I thought they did a really good job at denying vision and making Mad's life incredibly hard. So they just went back to the basics. They didn't want to make mistakes after the last play. So it was great from RNG to rectify that.
And if you're Mad Lions, I do.
Okay.
Damage.
That one really hurts. I think there's a lot of good moments here. You see some of the issues that I think they've always run into, where if they're not able to get a little bit of momentum going and they get into mid game, especially against a team like RNG where they traditionally excel, that can it can look kind of rough. I don't know if they'll be able to adjust that, but I don't think any other team that they're going to face is going to be quite as threatening in that regard as RNG is. Even DRX, who I think will still be very much favored, is a really different team.
I mean, Mad Lions will be playing DRX on day 4.